Hey everyone, and welcome to the 1 hour Minecraft series. Now, first of all, you may have noticed that this video is not an hour. More to the point, it is an hour. It is an hour for me, recording it. However, this series is going to be more of a test on myself physically and ability-wise in editing to improve some of my skills and find some of the flaws in my skills. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm mainly doing this to work on editing some more. I really need some work on some editing. However, I've also found that my Minecraft videos have been a bit bland as of late. So first of all, this will be a survival series, so don't worry. It's going to be a real challenge. I am also playing this in the Java version of Minecraft compared to my Quest series, which was in the Bedrock. So hopefully that'll change. Hopefully some things will seem a little bit different. I know they will. But yeah, stay tuned and enjoy. Well, welcome. Wait, hold on. Something's wrong. Where's my crown and where's my my pendant whistle that's usually around my neck? So, first of all, I'd like to also introduce you guys to my new skin. I now have, and pardon while I get it all on, a new skin that now has a removable crown and whistle. I kind of thought it was funny having to have more than one skin to switch out parts when I could just, wear it like this and run like this. So, I edited my skin. I've also upgraded my boots so that they're more in tone with the kind of iron boots that I would normally go for. So yes, welcome to the world. I was hoping for a better spawn. I'm gonna note that this is at complete random, the spawn. And yeah. Yeah. So first of all, I'm gonna make a few notes. This is in hardcore. So, or I shouldn't say hardcore. This is in hard mode. And hopefully, the hope is, to just try to get used to playing in a harder version of the Minecraft mode. I'm used to playing in Bedrock, which has been noted to be harder to play in than regular Java. But yeah. So, as well as this, I also added the experimental game rules of faster minecarts and whatnot. I don't know. I might twiddle with them. Maybe not. But I've also changed some things up. So you may have noticed that I built this little pillar here, and as a matter of fact, I don't know. I probably should do this actually. Because if I don't, I will forget where I spawned. Note my coordinates. Yeah. So I'm changing some things up, like, unlike what I did with my Quest series. First of all, I'm gonna roam, for a little while till I find a semi-good base spot. Secondly, I'm hoping to find it near a village, because I don't know about you, but trading will get me a lot farther. And thirdly, I mentioned that this series will be cut shorter. Shorter than normal. Like, you won't see, like, some of the teetery gathering. You'll see me, like, maybe punch a few trees, or maybe ramble on a little bit before I inevitably cut to the next big thing. Which will probably be, shortly. Who knows? We'll see. I know a lot of this is going to be cut out and edited down for time. But yeah, like I said, I am pretty much freeballing this all the way. But I am looking for a better base location. Not in a snowy taiga. Or in a snowy dunes. I would like to gather at least one spruce sapling. For personal reasons, I would like a spruce sapling. Oh, I forget those are in this version now. I am playing in one of the later versions, so pardon that I'm not used to everything. This is more in line with Bedrock. And I'm still used to... Oh, I didn't want to craft a sword. Oh, I've already made my first mess up. But, okay. Gather my crafting table. You know, we'll start with some of the basics while we also travel. I know I need cows, whatnot, but right now food is more important. And eventually, hopefully, I'll find... Hopefully work on some of my PvP skills, too. So yeah, I guess I'll just gather some resources right now, and hopefully we'll find a nice, better spot for a base or, ooh, an igloo. Okay, let's find out if it's trapped or not. Oh, well, that saves some time. Oh, it is. And there's another crafting table, furnace. I'm just gonna gather all this stuff. Okay. Well, this might be like a temporary base for now. Okay. That's not a bad chest, actually. Get a stone tool. And actually, okay, I was gonna say we need a golden apple, but never mind, they gave us one. Okay, now I gotta stay by him. Gather all this stuff because it could be found useful. Well, I guess we got a temporary base for now. I mean, I gotta stay somewhat by him. But there's also a village right there. Okay. Alright, I guess the next place you'll see me is trying to maybe find a cave, hopefully. Well, this looks like a nice cave. I'm not too far from the igloo. As you can see, I've kind of actually started sprucing it up just a little bit as a temporary house. I know there's some other stuff around, but this looks like maybe a good start. I mean, I see coal, I see iron. Like I said, I don't really want to live here, but for now it's temporary until I fully get equipped. So I'm going to gather some stone. You know, try to balance everything out so that I can get some materials. I do need to build a staircase somehow out of here, so maybe if I just kind of, you know, chisel my way out, that'll work. Wasted a block. Need sticks. shovel. Oh, and it's getting late. Well, looks like we're gonna... Oh, the zombie cured itself. Awesome. I guess I was close enough. Alright. Well then, let's head back to the base. We'll go check up on him quick. They should remain somewhat safe. Apparently, I need to cook some food because I'm already hungry from all the sprinting and whatnot I've done. And we will go to sleep quick. Not bad for our first day. We kind of have a temporary base and whatnot. Even however tiny. Alright. Quickly, what I will do is I will dig up a bit of snow. Just because I want to patch up that little hole I made. Personally. It just makes me feel better. Alright, let's go check up on our guy. Hopefully we can maybe use this as a full base of operation someday. Yeah, there we go. 2 villagers. I'm going to cut the string down. And I'm going to grab this cactus and pot. Because I have a feeling those will be useful. Do we really need... It's a little dim. That's not bad. Alright. What I will do is I'll somewhat break you out, too. I mean, you guys are free enough for now. Okay. So what I will do now is... Actually, I got this chest. I'm going to plonk that down right there. I can already tell I'm outgrowing this house. Let's just put everything I don't need away. For now. And we will craft, I'm going to probably use these for torches, just because coal is a valuable resource. Well, I've lost my window. Alrighty, so I'm back now in that little cave. I've upgraded my tools, got some food, fed myself. So back up to full health. Now I'm just gonna probably go around, mine's Moore's. Alright, we got some iron, we got some, coal. Haven't gotten any copper yet, but that's gonna be in abundance, so I will probably get that in a little bit. Didn't get this coal. Oops. But I did stop and take a peek at some of these caves. I want to maybe try to get a little more iron, hopefully, for the but probably the only way to get the iron is to, go in the cave, so. I think for now I want to play it safe. There's this little cave up here, and I don't know if there's any other way to access it than right here, so maybe what I'll do is I'll kind of bore my way in over here. Yeah, that'll do. Get out some torches. Oh boy. Oh! Retreat! Alright, I think I know what I have to do. Fortunately, I don't want to do it right now, but fortunately, it's the only way. Gonna do some smelting, grab out a crafting table, craft some planks, get some iron. We'll make a shield temporarily. Alright, I am going to make a strategical retreat. It is getting dark, and I'm going to try to avoid phantoms as long as I can. but also because of how dark it's getting. Alright. Day 3. I think it's time I go maybe check out this village. Because I mean, probably about time. This will definitely be helpful trading wise, because I can trade with a lot of these guys and hopefully get resources. Okay, you just got a furnace. Which actually, not having to craft another one would be nice. Okay. Just another furnace. Again, same reason. Be a little bit useful. I think there's actually even a third one. Are all these gonna have furnaces? Okay, there's a brewing stand here, so that will be definitely worth it. Farmers. I hate to take all these guys as furnace, but, you know. I mean, they're cheap to make. I just don't really want to make them. Ooh, bundle. That actually might be a little useful. And another furnace. I probably will industrialize this whole area. It's not the flatness that I'm looking for. Okay, and we have a library. So, yeah. Again, kind of want to trade my bed for one of them blue ones. Might actually almost be worth kind of moving up here. Or moving a little bit closer. Again, like I said, I really don't want to live here, but maybe just to get me going. Nope. And I checked. I got that house. Did not get this house. Or we're gonna have a stockpile of furnaces. Well, tell you what, won't have to craft a furnace for a while. Another bundle and not a bad chest. Okay. And if you're wondering, yes, I am gathering the whole chest because I don't like having to wait. I really don't want to live here. And I know I absolutely can move, but it's the fact that the village is here and it's so close. But we'll see. Okay, so I ended up with 3 bundles and a lot of snow. After that trip. Alright, put the furnace back. Alright. I think the biggest issue right now I am currently facing is food. So I think that's going to be my next main target. Whether it's just a small little patch, which is probably what it's going to end up being. Oh. Clear out some more snow. Main issue with doing anything farm related in this biome is the water has a tendency to freeze over. That's why this spawn kind of garbage. I'm probably gonna weigh my options here coming up to determine if I want to maybe just restart world-wise or if I'm gonna try to see if I can't find something else in this world, or a more better building area wise, because right now I really don't want to build here at all. I think my best move might actually be to move. Unfortunately, I will note all this stuff with coordinates, but, you know, I think my best move is right now to move, because it is just not worth staying here. And suffering in the snow. Could I be back? Maybe. But right at this moment, probably not. So I will probably say my final goodbyes. I'm gonna just gather what I want from this base. Which is probably gonna be mostly everything. I want this pick. I guess I'll take these doors. And we will move on. First thing I'm going to do before I leave, so I'm going to make a boat. And then I'm going to pop on over to this village. Actually, it's becoming night. I'm going to grab... Not this bed. I want a blue bed. I'm going to grab one of their beds. I'm going to then pop back into the base. The temporary base. The starter base. Starter. We're moving. And I guess I'm going to just go for a ride. An emptyless ride. And if I find a place that'll work for me, well, you'll see me there. Alright. So I've stopped because there's another village here. And if I get out of F5 and I break my boat, I did see something else. Which is relatively close. And I totally could have killed the Iron Golem. Alright, I don't need any more furnaces. Ignore the furnaces. If I really need them, okay, there's another brewing stand. I could totally kill the Iron Golem. Smithing table. Alright. We will kill this Iron Golem quick. Perfect. There. That got us a bit more iron. Unfortunately. Had to be done. Alright. I don't know if you see what I see. This isn't too far from spawn, but it is far enough. We're near the village and actually near my starter house. But there's a nice, actually open area. I saw some other trees. And it's perfect. Utterly perfect. There are also some pumpkins here. So we will grab a couple of them. Perhaps all of them. So we are not too far from, literally, where I, spawned in. It's literally over that way. But we have also found a better base location with some other types of wood other than spruce. And I hope there isn't. Powdered snow. I literally was just thinking, I hope there isn't powdered snow. And what do I run into? Powdered snow. Okay, there's a beehive, which is good. Plains. Far as the eye can see. Don't want to build on a mountain. if I don't have to. I don't want to be by snow. I don't want to go much farther in. Suppose let's... Cherry blossoms. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking actually right in here. This is like the perfect little valley. And we got this really cool peak of a mountain right here. Which is cool. Over the hill, I saw some cherries, so that'll definitely be something I look into using. And this looks like a very nice area right here. So I guess for the main portion, I need to do is, well, I'll just wax a whole bunch of grass down. Unfortunately, I still don't have a bucket, but I think I can change that here. And what we will do is we'll just set up a couple of chests. Put a bed down. We got some iron. Okay, this is the first time I've really experienced using bundles in Java, so bear with me. I've only actually ever used them in Bedrock. On the Pocket Edition. Okay, I didn't need to put all them furnaces in. I think this will make a fantastic spot as soon as I get all set up. Do I have anything to smell? No, I don't. Not really. Okay. For now, we're just gonna empty my pockets, besides food, into a chest. And then we will grab the iron, bit of that, the wood. Did I put a crafting table down? I did not plonk a crafting table down. What we will do is we will grab all these seeds too. Grab a couple more of that. Alright, craft some sticks. Then we need to make a stone shovel, because apparently I've worn mine out. And I'm going to make a stone hoe so that I can start tilling. Now, I also want to make a bucket. And I can only make a pair of boots, so I'm going to hold off on that. Alright, we need to try to find some water. Hopefully there's some nearby. There we go. We got a bucket of water, which is a start. And it is getting dark, unfortunately. I still don't have armor. So yeah. Next one's probably going to focus a lot on mining. So yes, don't worry. This series will include more than one part. If I haven't brought that up. There's a lava pool up there. I chose a good spot. There's a lava pool up there, which is nearby my base. Near enough. I would not have seen it unless it turned night, so it turning night is good. I just dropped my sword. Okay, killed my first mob. And nearly almost died in the process. Ah. Okay. There's a creeper by my bed. There's a creeper by my bed. For now, what we'll do is we'll just drop this water in here. And we are going to go get another one. Another bucket of water. Yeah. Well, at least we've had our first death in the first episode. So there, you know it's official. And as I thought, it is indeed a lava pool. So we got lava, which means we'll be able to go to the nether as soon as I get enough equipment. Alrighty, we got both buckets of water now. And so we are making an infinite water source right away. And we'll throw all this other stuff in. Whew. And what we will do now is we will just try to break as many of these tall grass as we can, just so I can get like some seeds. Water physics need to be worked on, especially when it comes to placing and where that goes, because it does not go right like anybody wants it to. All right, I'm gonna fill in this little hole right here. I'm gonna probably take that little bit down, just try to flatten this area out enough for me to build like a functional base, put a farm. Alrighty, there we go. We have a nice little plot of land. I am gonna try to clear some more of this tall grass quick. Alright. Now we got a little bit of a farm situation going on. Hopefully this'll help with my food situation. Classic 9x9 plot. I need more seeds, of course, but yeah. What next? Need to figure out mining, I suppose. I do want to do natural caving, but I know eventually I will have to do kind of a strip mine. So start with trying to find maybe a natural cave, get a bit more iron. I know there's a couple nearby. Yeah. Or maybe, let's just try to maybe see if we can't get the rest of the seeds needed to fill in this farm. Actually, change of plans. Alrighty. I have now finished the farm. It is full, and I have a few extra seeds. But I've also hit the 1 hour mark for my recording time, which means I have officially recorded my first episode of the 1 hour Minecraft series. So don't worry, there will be more. But for now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.